what credit score do you need to buy a home?
You don't have to have a credit score to buy a home. You can actually have a 0 credit score to buy a home. Makes it a little bit more difficult, makes it a little bit more expensive, but you actually do not have to have a credit score to buy a home. Now, most lenders will tell you you got to have at least a 620 credit score to buy a home. That's what's called an overlay. It's essentially a rule over the rules. Most loan programs actually don't have a credit score requirement. So what we tend to look at is have you been clean for the last 12 to 24 months? When I say clean, you don't have any collections on your credit, you don't have any charge-offs, you've paid all of your bills on time, you don't have a crazy amount of debt on your credit cards, you haven't filed bankruptcy in the last year or so, just different things like that. So we always start there. I think credit score is a very unique thing. I use the analogy a lot of credit score is like my weight. When I eat like crap and don't go to the gym, I'm a fat boy and my weight goes up. All right? But when I'm eating salads and hitting the gym 3 or 4 days a week, trim and slim, I look like Sheridan Sims. All right? So credit, that's the exact same way credit scoring works. Pay your bills on time. Keep your balances low, you won't have a good credit score. It's going to fix itself.
So don't let in your mind, negative credit score affect you from starting the conversation.
Absolutely not. Because a lot of times there's a very small, a lot of people think it's like a full turn of the wheel to get there. A lot of times it's just a few clicks. I mean, there's very little difference, for example, between a 580 credit score and a 620 credit score for most people. It's I got a collection on my credit, I didn't know that was there. My credit card bill is maxed out and I just need to pay it down, or I haven't done a good job of reestablishing credit after I had some old bad stuff, touched the hot stove, don't want to go that again, so I haven't reestablished. And so usually it's pretty easy to get a few tweaks. The best thing about the ultra terrible, awful, consumer abusive credit scoring system that we have in the United States, I can't use enough bad adjectives to score our credit scoring models, is that it's stupid and broken. So if you understand how to manipulate it, it's stupid and broken. Like, it's not, you don't have to do a lot of stuff to have a very high credit score. I mean, I'm a guy that, again, not bragging or anything, I'm a guy with an over 800 credit score. I don't have any bills. So I pay my mortgage payments. I don't pay car payments. I don't really pay credit. There's months I don't pay credit card payments. I got a couple mortgages and I got a credit score over 800. So the myth is that you got to be in a bunch of debt to have a good credit score. It's just not true, or have a bunch of accounts or whatever. It's actually much easier to manage when you have less.
Sit down with somebody who understands the mechanisms that the score generates itself off of, and then you can figure out what levers to pull or how many clicks to spin on the dial to get it there.
Yeah.
So for those listening at home that are thinking, okay, my credit may not be where it needs to be, sit down, have a conversation, figure out how to get it there.